Collector's Editions, the future of film. This is what we're doing on the Rasman's Reality today. Yeah. If you guys don't know, and girls don't know what that was all about, that was my little tribute to the awesome girl that I'm going to be doing a video response to today. Her name is Frankie. She's FKVlogs on YouTube, and the girl is just full of energy all the time. Like, I haven't had a chance to really talk to her outside of watching her videos, but I just love watching her videos. She's just so full of energy and so full of life, and just makes me laugh every single video for some reason or another. And I just admire it because I think we all take ourselves too seriously anymore in the YouTube film community or the YouTube wrestling community that I'm also in, or whatever you make videos about. We all just take ourselves too freaking seriously anymore. And this girl just goes out and does it for fun and shows the fun, and it's awesome. So today I'm going to be, even though you can't attach video responses anymore, don't get me started on that rant. Actually, didn't I already do that rant? I think if you go back to my channel, I may have already done that rant. But anyway, even though you can't attach video responses anymore, today I want to do one to Frankie. Frankie, every week, almost, she does these discussion videos because she likes to know what her subscribers think. She likes to engage the community, and quite frankly, it's the kind of thing that I am going to be doing more of because I've already talked to you guys. You guys know that I'm in between computers. That's why I'm most of my videos I'm not able to edit, and I have to use friends' computers to edit, so that really sucks right now. And it also kind of sucks for me because I'm in between paying gigs. So since I can't buy a lot at the moment, this is what I'm going to be doing to keep the channel relevant, is these kind of things. So I thought, since Frankie brought up topics that I loved and I love watching her videos, we'd start off by doing that. So I'm going to first be talking about the subject she brought up last week, and then I'm going to end on the subject that she brought up yesterday on Sunday. So first up, we're going to be talking about collector's editions. You know, digibooks, steel books, things like that. Because Frankie, I guess for whatever reason, is not really fussed over them, and she wanted to know how everybody else felt. Well, if you're a long-time subscriber of mine and you're a long-time viewer of the Rasman's Reality, you know that I love collector's editions. Whenever I can get my hands on them, I will do it. Now, they've unfortunately gotten a little bit harder to find, especially here in the US when it comes to steelbooks, but yeah, I love them. So I just pulled aside two of my favorites because we're going to be talking about two subjects, and I don't want to make this video and episode incredibly long. So these are just two of my absolute favorites. In terms of a steelbook, this is the Target exclusive steelbook of E.T. the Extraterrestrial. I don't have to explain this one of the greatest films of all time. But here's the front artwork. Here's the back artwork with the iconic flying scene over the moon. And then inside, and I'll be as quick about this as I can because this is going to be a non-edited video, but inside it just shows the night scene carried on throughout the artwork. So that one's really tight. But this was a combo pack originally. My aunt took the DVD because obviously I don't have a need for DVD anymore. So thankfully there's just one disc to take out. So that will save a little bit of time here. But I know I already did an unboxing of this, but since it's the subject matter, I didn't feel it was a harm to do it again. So here is the inside. So yeah, I love steelbooks, especially ones that have beautiful artwork like this. So, to save time on the episode, I'm going to just close my case and hopefully not damage my Blu-ray disc that's hanging out there. I'm just going to be really careful. So, moving on to collector's editions, I picked two that I thought Frankie would really appreciate, not just because they're two of my favorites, but because she's from the UK. Or is it Scotland? I'm pretty sure it's the UK. I know that all of her stuff has Region 2 on it. And I think maybe that's where Monday Movie Hunting came from, and that's why it's Monday Movie Hunting. Originally, I thought it was because, it just sounded cool. That's the day you do it. If you're going to do an out and about video series, you do it on Monday, call it Monday Movie Hunting. But I think in the UK, it's actually different. Their release day is on a Monday, where ours here in the US is on a Tuesday. But anyway, these are two of my favorites, and they're also tied in to the UK, so I thought she might appreciate that. So first up, we have the Doctor Who 50th Anniversary Special, The Day of the Doctor. I don't know if you're a fan of this show, but a lot of people in the UK are. Of course, it started over there before it became a worldwide phenomenon. I love Doctor Who. And this particular slipcover, I mean, if you look at it, it's lenticular, really, really nice. I really enjoy this slipcover a lot. And if you take a look at the back, now I'm not going to pull this out because I did do a whole uh, release day unboxing of this. But the other cool thing about it is that you have collector's cards of all 11 of the Doctors prior to Peter Capaldi, the 12th Doctor now. So, yeah, including the War Doctor, who is the in-between Doctor in the bunch. So, yeah, some of my favorite sets. So, yeah, that's the Day of the Doctor. I'm saying yeah a lot, aren't I? Sorry, I don't know what that's about. But here is the other one that I chose to show off, which is the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 Target exclusive edition. Unfortunately, without the slipcover, old subscribers, I'll keep this story short because I know you've heard me do it almost every time I've talked about Harry Potter because it still aggravates me to this day. I don't have the Wizards collection yet, and until I get it, I'm glad that I have all of the films on Blu-ray. But this one really bothered me because the reason that I picked this one up is because it had exclusive bonus features at the time that you couldn't get anywhere else, and it had a beautifully embossed slipcover of this scene with Hogwarts on fire, and my Target didn't have the slipcover. And everywhere else that I had access to, all of my friends in the US that had Targets, by the time they got around to trying to find a slipcover for me, it was gone everywhere it was. I mean, if you're going to have a collector's edition, why would you limit the number of slipcovers on your collector's edition? It drives me freaking nuts. But yeah, there is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, two of my favorite collector's editions. I don't know why I put E.T. over here and then my face 2 over here, but oh well, we'll move on. Because the next subject is going to be about the one that she wanted to talk about yesterday was about the future of the film industry. And she said, if you think 20 years ahead, where do you see film going and what do you think is going to happen with the future of film? Well, that's a question that I've pondered to myself and film buff friends of mine before. And it's a really hard question to answer. Short term, I hope film continues, and I don't see any reason that it won't. I think people are always going to be loving movies, and it's like you said, if we have kids or grandkids or whatever, I think films are definitely a generational thing to share. I know that I share whatever I can with my 7-year-old nephew that's age appropriate. So, yeah, I think that's always going to be a factor. A lot of people think that collectors like us are going to be screwed over because everything's going digital now, and there's not going to be a need for disc. I don't think that. I think there's always going to be people that like to have physical copies. I noticed that you're a lot like me. You still collect hardback books. When you read books, you like to actually physically have the books. When it's so much easier to have a Kindle or an e-reader now. So yeah, I think there's always going to be certain people that like doing things a certain way. So it's never going to go away. But I do think that there's probably going to be something better than Blu-ray at some point. They're going to figure out some way to get 4K in the home market, without it having to be an 80-inch screen. There's going to be, a way to get. I think what you said, I think you hit the nail on the head, Frankie. I think eventually we'll have a way to have 3D without the glasses, which would be awesome because the glasses don't just hurt my ears. The glasses are annoying for me because I wear glasses on top of it. So you have to put the 3D glasses on top of your glasses, and yeah, ugh, I don't like that at all. So yeah, I would love to see 3D get to a point where there are no glasses, and I think that's going to happen. I think that you're going to see a lot of films have a very short turnaround in the cinema in the future, though, because Blu-ray and the home theater experience has gotten so much better that myself included, even though I'm such a hardcore film buff, I very rarely will go to the movies, even though I have a $5 movie night here in town. I very rarely will go to the movies because you just don't know if the crowd's going to be respectful or not. You don't know if you're going to be behind a crying baby. And don't get me wrong, I'm not insulting babies, but if you want to enjoy your movie going experience, you don't want that. So you just don't know what the crowd experience is going to be like. So I'd rather just pay 10 to 15 to 20 to $30 on the Blu-ray and have it forever. So I think that's where things are going. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see films in the theater for like a month max. It's already happened, and then it goes to Blu-ray. It's already happening in some places, to be quite honest, from what I've been told. As far as creatively, I think that IMAX is going to be the wave of the future. I think that red cameras are the wave of the future. I think it's just so much more easy, sorry, for people to do things digitally, which is a shame because I actually prefer the look of 35 millimeter film a lot of the time. So yeah, unfortunately, I think filmmakers might get a bit lazy, and hopefully it doesn't stifle creativity. But yeah, I think film will last a long time, but I think it'll just evolve as technology evolves, as directors evolve. But hopefully, there's always going to be the Christopher Nolans and the J.J. Abrams out there that keep things simple and keep them old school. So yeah, those are my thoughts on collector's editions and the future of film. So hope you enjoyed it, Frankie, and everybody else. If for some bizarre reason you're subscribed to me and not subscribed to Frankie, and I don't see how if you're a film buff because she has over 5,000 subs. But anyway, I'll put her channel information down below in the description box below my regular stuff, which is all my links for the websites that I write for, and my full screen referral link if you'd like to become a full YouTube partner. So make sure you give Frankie a sub if you haven't. And this is reality according to the Razman. Oh, real quick before I can end, I gotta do this. A couple of new subscribers have asked me, what's with turning the camera on and turning the camera off. Like I said, I'm kind of without the ability to edit on a regular basis right now, and I was using the YouTube editor to chop off turning on the camera and turning it off, but the YouTube editor's been really faulty lately. It's just plain not working most of the time. So if it doesn't work, I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Hopefully you still enjoy the content. But I hope that clears that up. So now, this is reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.